Hi, I'm Ray, and I'm sitting on the floor with a pile of yarn. And I was going to take individual twin set pictures and combination pictures, but that would take way too long, and it's easier for me just to make this infomercial. Don't you just love infomercials? I don't. Anyway, um, I'm just going to show you what I have, and we're going to talk about some of it, and then I'm going to lay out a couple of sweet deals for you, okay? So, first off, let me grab the camera and bring it really up close. No, no, you don't want to be that close to me. I want to show you some of the yarns that we're looking at today. And here's some over here behind me. And there's a bunch of more. And you see those little bars, those little green bars? Those little green bars? That's Irish Spring. And I know I've told this before, but it's worth remembering that I learned this trick from a bartender. Hi, Des. I learned this trick from the bartender who used to work in a bar and go home every night smelling of smoke. And she'd put her uniform into a little plastic bag with a couple of bars of Irish Spring soap. And the next morning, the smoky smell was gone. So that's why I keep Irish Spring in all my bins of yarns, so that you don't get any household odors or anything like that. So anyway, so first off, I wanted to show you some of the twin sets. Now everything that's been laid out here is already on the blog reader specials page, but I wanted to highlight some of the twin sets and some of the other ideas that you might want to have. These are some of the newest ones, and I'm going to show you the numbers so that you can go and refer to them on the BRS page. Here's 675 and 676 Fiddlebits sock. Now all the Fiddlebit sock are 75% superwash Corriedale wool and 25% nylon. It's one of my most popular sock yarns. It's a good workhorse product. People love it for socks, for scarves, for springtime shawls, autumn shawls. Um, any kind of lace work can be done with this. It blocks out differently, but it blocks out beautifully. Okay. So here's a couple of purples that will work very well together because it's a twin set. And you know, all the twin sets will work together well. Here's another pair that I'm particularly proud of and fond of, 665 and 666, also on Fiddlebits. Um, here's a really bright set that's done on the Lovely sock. Now the Lovely sock is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. 691 and 692, mostly blue and yellow, with little twinge of pinkish, like right around here. There's just a twinge, just a little bit, but you can see it. This would make a really great baby blanket. If you know someone that's got a baby coming soon, these colors would work out great for a baby blanket. If you have a loud baby coming along, 683 and 684, a little bit louder yarn. And when I say loud, I'm referring to the colors, not the baby. Okay. Don't need batteries with it. It's plenty loud all by itself. Yeah, I know I'm stupid. Silly, not stupid. Here's a pair of Fiddlebit socks, 669 and 670. These would work up super well for almost anybody that likes bright colors. And here's a pair that was done on BFL DK Sport. Now, I don't know that there's a whole lot of difference between DK and Sport. I just kind of ignore DK and call everything Sport if it's between a fingering and a worsted weight. Other people, whatever, doesn't matter to me. But my supplier calls it a DK, but this one comes up at 330 yards, which I think is more of a sport weight. But anyway, this was a version of the Mother of Pearl colorway. see that. Let me hold it really good there. The mother of pearl is one of my favorite colorways. Um, Let me see what else we have here. Oh, these are some that I did a couple of months ago on the Superwash Sport Weight at 280 yards, Superwash Merino. It's a little bit heavier. And this collection here, these are the only ones of the Superwash Merino Sport Weight that I have. And these two were not dyed in the same dye session, so they're not a twin set, but very similar colors, and you can alternate row by row, one yarn to the next if you wanted to make something together with these, or one at a time, doesn't matter. This one has blue in it, and this one leans a little bit more to the orange, but they could still work together because the greens are pretty much the same. And that's 372 and 451. Those. And these three, these were all dyed in the same dye session. I can tell by the numbers, 449, 452, and 454. And they're not a twin set, but these two have the same golds and browns running through them. And these two have the same dark browns, same dark shades, which I think would look spectacular because of the little shots of purple here, the sort of like a fresher color. But anyway, any one of these will work well together in combination. Oh, and you remember, 2-3 months ago, I did a set of quintuplets made from an unusual alpaca nylon, supposedly baby yarn, supposedly superwash alpaca. This is the last of the quintuplet sets, number 569. Yeah, number 569. There are 5 mini hanks, and each mini hank is 100 yards each, so it's a total of 500 yards, just about 4 ounces, a little over 4 ounces actually. And this one has been here for quite a while, waiting to be adopted. Now, on some of the, I want to show you some lace weight yarns. These two in particular, 632 and 634, obviously not a twin set, but they would work very well together if you want to do alternating stripes. These are Primo lace, which is 80% merino, 20% silk, and it's right now it's the only lace weight yarn that I have. It's lovely. The supplier discontinued the 100% merino lace weight, so this is what we have. These two, like I said, would work great with stripes, or any kind of like a modular knitting, like little mitered squares and rows. That would look great, almost in a harlequin pattern. Harlequin, whatever. Harlequin. I say harlequin. Some people say harlequin. Whatever. But they would work well together. And you remember, last month I made a set of Primo mini hanks, half size, 500 yards. Now the regular Primo is 1,000 yards, like these, but the mini hanks are 500 yards apiece, 80% merino, 20% silk, and any two of these would work together. I think these three would work great, in my opinion. But you might have a different idea. I don't know. I think they'd work great. You can check the individual pictures on the Blog Reader Specials page just to see if you like the colors individually. These three might work together, or these three might work together. I think those two would look great. Or those two even. Or those two. Or those two. You can do all sorts of things with these things. I have 5 full skeins of the Primo lace, and like these two would work well together, but you might not need 2,000 yards of lace. If you want a half a hank of each of these as a pair, let me know. I'd be happy to split these in half You could take half of this as one whole, and somebody else might want this another half. So, and the same goes for these. If you want half of one, half another, let me know. I'll be happy to do it, they say. Okay. Oh, and over here, let me turn it out. I have some merino, superwash merino fingering. Lots and lots of superwash merino fingering that were done just a couple weeks ago. Here, in particular, 641 and 640, that is an awesome twin set. And it would make a really great shawl, baby blanket. It's a fingering weight. 100% superwash merino. Got a very firm twist on it, good stitch definition. This would look so cool for almost anybody to wear. A shawl, a hat, scarf, socks. Work them as a pair in a baby blanket, or a long stole. These over here, let me just show you in particular. These over here, these were all done last week, and they're not twin sets, but let me show you what we got here. Now, a long time ago, Leo asked me to make something dark, and I came up with what I called, all right, and these are not, none of these are twin sets, but they're very similar. He wanted something dark, and I came up with black, purple, red, and blue. Actually, blackened purple, blackened red, and blackened blue, with the black in the middle. And I called it After Hours because it reminded me of when you're walking down a dark alley at night, all the businesses are closed, and you see the flashes of the neon signs in a rainy alleyway. That's what that reminds me of. So all of these colors are from the After Hours combination. This is Sensatorium, and this is one of the Luscious. It's the red and black and purple, but without the blue. And this is the black and purple and blue without the red. But they all come from this one. Also, we have this little goodie. Very subtle coloring on this one. I don't know if you can see it just right. Very subtle coloring, kind of a muted forest, what's the word? Out in the meadow kind of colors. Light purple-ish. What's the word? Thistle. I want to say thistle is that purple color, with some teal, a little bit of brown. This is number 647 if you want that one. Chocolate covered mints, kind of melted, it looks like to me. Kind of a minty green with a dark chocolate brown. Number 644. This is also a superwash merino fingering. This is a pair. They're not a twin set, but they were dyed during the same session. A forest desert camo and assorted browns and chestnuts. These would work well together as in stripes for light, medium range contrasting compatible thing there. And oh, how about these two together? The blues are the same. That blue and that blue are the same. Close enough. Not identical, but they would work together, in my opinion. And let's see, what else do we have over here? Oh, the best thing in the world, in my opinion, is something for free. Something for free. Oh, here's a fiddle bit sock and a tropic. This is my last bamboo sock. It is 60% superwash merino, 30% bamboo, and 10% nylon. Think of a strawberry banana orange punch. Number 288. That's, now I'm already up to number 680, and this is 288. So you know this has been around a while. It needs to be adopted, and I'm going to make it possible for you to adopt it. Here's a Fiddlebits sock, number 627, along with number 623. Would those go together? I don't know. You decide. Show them that way instead. No, what do you think? Do they go together or not? Bright green and dirty yellow? Yeah, that's a very dirty yellow. It is. We'll leave that alone. But you decide what you want, and you tell me what you want. Here's another Fiddlebit sock that is not matched with anything yet. But here are some of the other Fiddlebits socks. Yeah, that's Fiddlebits. Nope. They would not look good together, in my opinion. But you may have a different opinion, and you're allowed to do that because you are the boss of your own knitting. So you can decide whatever you want. That may or may not work. Now, the gold here is similar to the gold there. And it might pick it up, and it might not. But there's also some brown in here, similar to the brown in there. So you could probably make these two work together. Now, the reason that I'm pushing combinations is that for this trick-or-treat end of the month sale, there's going to be a special deal when you buy 2 at a time. And I'll put that on the blog reader specials page. So anyway, the one thing I wanted to be sure and include is this last bundle of Christmas Sparkle. It's the only one I have left. It's 92% superwash merino and 8% Lorax. I don't know if you can see the sparkles in there or not. I hope you can. But they're all throughout the whole thing. Everybody who makes a purchase between now and Monday, Halloween, will be entered in a drawing, and somebody who makes a purchase from this collection, is going to get this. I'm setting it aside just for one of y'all. That goes over there. So, there you have it. If you buy any 2 yarns as a pair, as a requested bundle, you get 25% off the total purchase price. And you also get entered into the drawing to get the Christmas Sparkle. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Now I'll refer you to the blog reader specials page, where you will find additional details and information on how to request your special sets. Mostly it boils down to just send me an email and make a request. First come, first serve, and I will do everything I can to make you happy. Okay? So, with that, I bid you a good afternoon. Bye.